Hi everybody, this is Ramya here from Bengaluru, India. I'm very touched by this story that young Zaina from Gaza has created and shared a very beautiful, touching story. And thank you, David, for all that you're doing and that you do. And thank you, Zaina, for the gift of this story. I'm here with her story and the way the story spoke to me, a retelling of her story. Thank you so much, Zaina. Once upon a time, in this really big world, there was a small young cloud floating wild and free. As he was floating one day, he happened to notice a garden, and as he floated over that garden, among many flowers that were spread out across the garden, he noticed this really tiny flower that seemed to look sad, that seemed to look a bit droopy, withering. And he came very close to that young flower and said, "Young flower, why do you look so sad? What happened?" "Oh, aren't you a cloud? I think today is a very good day for me. Aren't you a cloud? I know that clouds have this magical gift of being able to shower some water on us flowers. I really am yearning for some water. I'm longing for some water. Please, please, because they say I may not last too long if I don't get water. Would you be kind enough to do that?" And now this young cloud of ours was really sad because he did not carry water. "I'm so sorry, young flower. I'm very sorry, but I do not have water. I do not have rain within me. But I'll do something. Don't you worry, don't you worry. I will get something for you. I will bring water for you." And as he was floating away, the other older flowers turned towards this young cloud and said, "We would also do with some good rain and water. We are older. We've learned the ways of the world. We can hold on for some more time, we hope. But she is much younger. Please, please do something. Please find her some water. Thank you so much. We wish you well." And there the young cloud started floating away again. And this time in the direction of these very heavy clouds far in the distance that he could see. It was much higher than he had ever been. And he tried and slowly went up and reached the place where those heavy clouds were. On that side of the mountain itself was a long way from this garden. It was a long journey for our young cloud. But he was a very faithful friend, and he wanted to bring rain water for his friend the flower. He went up to those heavy rain clouds and said, "Please, please, please, can you go to that side of the mountain in a garden? My young flower, she really needs some water. She really needs some rain. Please, please, please," he pleaded. To which those heavy clouds, the rain clouds, said, "We would love to do that for you, but we are actually waiting for some wind, a gust of wind, and we'll be able to blow towards that side, towards your friend. We are waiting for wind to do something." And so this time, the young cloud went up and spoke to wind. "Wind, wind, 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 could you please, please send gusts of wind in the direction of the garden so that these heavy rain clouds can reach rain to those flowers, to those plants, to that garden. Please, my friend is waiting. She's longing. She will die if not for water. Please, can you do something?" And the kind wind agreed and blew some gusts of wind. And those heavy rain clouds went in the direction of the need. And as those heavy clouds went in those direction, they tried and they tried and they tried, but they couldn't hold it anymore. And the rain fell all over the sides of the mountain. and the garden was still a long way. And this little cloud who was watching all of this was really sad. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? My young friend and all of those other flowers, what's going to happen to them? What should I do? And at that moment, hearing this young cloud, our faithful friend, the young cloud crying, there came a bird fluttering towards this young cloud and said, "What happened? What happened to you? Why are you crying? What can I do?" And then the young cloud, our friend, told the whole story to the bird. "Don't you worry, I know what I can do." And she was a very young bird too. And she went towards the mountain and towards the stream of water that was flowing near the mountain. And she took some water in her beak and went fluttering again in the direction of the garden. And the young cloud was floating along with her. And the bird reached our flower and very gently, with a lot of love, offered the water on the flower. And the flower, as if she was coming back to life, she needed some more. And the bird went back fluttering and got some water again. This time she felt confident of getting a little more. She again, in her tiny beak, got some water and went back, and the cloud was following all of this. And the young bird again offered some water. The bird did a few trips like that, and finally the flower seemed to be completely blooming, blossoming, alive, full of life. And the bird and the cloud rejoiced for this. And the little flower was so touched by this friendship, this affection. She said, "I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful. I have no words to express how happy I feel. Thank you so, 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 so much." And then the young cloud, our friend, and the bird went back up. And the young cloud said, "I promise I'll come back." And on the way back, the young cloud turned towards the bird and said, "This would not have been possible if not for you. Thank you so much." And the bird said, "I'm very grateful that I had this chance to help this flower. She looked really happy. And I think I may carry some water for her friends too. Maybe I'll see you some other day." And the cloud set off. He wanted to go somewhere. He went towards those clouds that had listened to him, the wind that had listened to him. And he wanted to express his gratitude. He said thank you very much to those heavy rain clouds and to the wind. And he came back very often to meet his friend, the flower. And the flower waited for her friend, the faithful young cloud.